G'day guys, welcome back to Aussie Outdoor Reviews. And today we're going to be giving you guys a bit of a quick review on a 2016 Yamaha Raptor 90 Kids ATV. So we've had this ATV now for maybe 4 months, and the kids absolutely love it. We ummed and ahed for a long time about getting the kids an ATV, mainly over what brand and what size of engine and all those sorts of things. We went down to Yamaha and Honda dealer in Hobart, and luckily for us they're in the same shop. We had a look at this and the Honda equivalent. I think that's also a 90, I could be wrong. The major differences for us was the fact that this had reverse, the Honda didn't, and also this has got some very good parental controls, so you can limit the engine to 50% output, which is great for breaking it in, as that's part of the break-in procedure, but it's also a bit of peace of mind for the parents. Also, this one looks great. It is styled after the Raptor 700, which is the big boys version, if you like, and the kids absolutely love the way that it looks. They love the way that it goes. They love the way that it sounds. They absolutely adore this bike. Now, we paid 3,600 Aussie dollars for this bike. It's quite a lot. We bought it new. I did a lot of research on the internet, and one of the biggest things that I found about buying your kid an ATV is to save up, get a good one, a brand that you can trust, because kids are not particularly patient when things break down. So we decided to go with the Yamaha. The kids have got reverse gear in this. They use it quite a bit. They're still getting a hang of shifting the gears, but they're getting there. Okay, onto the controls. On the right hand side of the handlebars, we've got the front brake and we've got the thumb throttle. That thumb throttle can be restricted with a set screw and a lock nut. So at the moment, I've got that on about 75% power, or 75% travel, I should say. Not power, because when you get it to the top, it really does rev out pretty hard. In the center, you've got reverse and neutral indicator lights. And on the left-hand side, you have your kill switch, which is the red button, the starter, which is the yellow, and the throttle slide is below. Also is the back brake, and that doubles as the handbrake. You will see that there is some warning signs here posted by Yamaha. Under 10. Personally, I'm calling bullshit on that one. My kids are 8.5. Well, they were 8.5 when we got it, and they had a great time. They're not too small for it. They're not in any way compromised by being younger. You know, by that I mean they can put their feet on the floorboards, they can sit on it comfortably, they can shift their weight side to side while they're riding. They're not physically too small for it. The bike is set up from the shop for someone that's a bit bigger, so you need to tune the suspension, and that's just by clicking out the adjustable clickers on the front and rear suspension. It's not a drama whatsoever. Okay, so one of the reasons that we did buy this over the Honda was the parental controls and the adjustability of that. So under the seat, there is a fuse that allows you to limit the engine power to 50%. And the fuse comes with the bike. So to get into that, you pop the seat, which is kind of hard to do with one hand, by the way. Okay. Pop the seat. Underneath you've got the battery. You have your Kickstarter. Okay, so if your battery does go flat, you can still run it. And in this box here, you'll see those two silver screws. There we go, that's a better look. Now, there's a little fuse that slots in here, and that limits your power to 50%. So basically, it sounds like it's valve bouncing around, but it's not. It's just being limited. So the speed limiter is great. The factory engine braking specifications state to run it for the first 10 hours on 50% throttle. So, you know, you get your son or your daughter a brand new quad bike and you tell them, hey, go out and have fun, but don't go over 50% throttle. That ain't going to happen. Kids, as soon as they get on this, they just go flat knackers and push it and see how far they can go. So that's a great option. It helps you break the engine in properly, and it's peace of mind if a younger kid gets on there. Okay, after the 10 hours, you take it off, and it's unrestricted then, and then you use the throttle adjuster to adjust your 100% throttle output then. So at the moment, we've got ours to 75% throw on the throttle. So the Raptor 90's got drum brakes on each front wheel, so that's another good bonus, is that each front wheel is actually braked, and it's a split cable. A lot of the cheap Chinese quads will only have one braked front wheel. There's also multiple grease points on the suspension to keep everything running nice and smooth. The front suspension is very plush. It absorbs a hell of a lot of bumps, and you do get very good steering with the aggressive tread on the tyres. So on the rear of the quad, you also have a drum brake. This is the drum down the rear. I probably would have liked to see discs on the front. The drum on the the drum on the rear is really good though. It gets caked with mud, you know, and it's going to keep working. It's sealed. It's a good unit. The one thing to take note of is that that guard down the bottom, there's only a couple of inches between that guard and the ground. So one of the things I had to teach the boys about was wheel placement, especially going through ruts from four-wheel drives and things like that. So it does hang up there, but once your kids realise how to drive and then figure it out about not going through the ruts, well, you know, it hasn't been an issue whatsoever. The tyres, the Dura tyres, they're very good. They're very aggressive tyres. They give you very good forward movement, and they handle great in the mud. They're a nice big wide block pattern, so they do throw the mud out. They don't get caked up. If they do get caked up, as soon as you get out, of course, give it a bit of give it a blat with the throttle, and it'll clean those tyres out great. If you guys are in the market for a kid's ATV, I don't think you can go past the Raptor 90. Yamaha have got a great little package here. It comes in cheaper than its major competitor. It's got reverse, it's got good tyres, it's reliable, the kids love it. People that come out to the farm for a visit and have a ride, they love it. It goes well for a 90. You know, it's simple, it's easy, it's cheap to run. It's a great bike. I would definitely buy one of these again. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Once we get a bit more use out of this, I'll put up another review and another update really, letting you know how it's all going. If I have any problems, of course, I'll put up another video too. Thanks for watching guys, take it easy.